This week on Gaia.
These natural self-luminous formations, these strange balls where electromagnetic energy is converted into gravity, these little guys might very well be the key to ascension, the key to a multi-dimensional physics in which energy is flying in from higher realities, coming from the sun, coming up through the Earth's core, out to the surface of the Earth. These are the keys to understanding how the Earth will ultimately go through a dimensional shift that will activate and transform human DNA and consciousness.
That's where the demonic realm lives vibrationally, right? So within your own being, if you operate from a place of fear, from a place of suffering and self-pity and anger, right, hatred, the demonic, those entities resonate the same vibration.
Right.
They'll attach.
Right.
The more they attach, obviously, the heavier you become. They weigh you down. Mm-hmm. You get caught into these cycles of being within the lower realm yourself. But the goal, to me, would be raise the vibration, raise yourself into a place, at least of neutrality, if not higher.
Went back to the Apollo photographs, and there's a telltale line behind every single photograph, and it's the line where the set meets the screen. Mm-hmm. And you can see it. There's a change in granularity and everything on this telltale line. And I realized that 2001 was an R&D for the Apollo.
Right.
And that he was going to work out all the techniques, and then he would apply that to the Apollo. I'm not saying that they didn't go to the moon, I don't know. But I know what they showed us was fake.
There's at least 6 initiatives going on at this very present moment where they're trying to drop this thing indirectly. So it's not that they're disclosing, they're doing the gradual disclosure, the acclimatization, or as Bob Bigelow describes it, a confirmation that this thing's for real.
Why are they doing that?
Well, they're doing it because the aliens are doing it as well. Whoever the force is behind, they're dropping hints, they're revealing themselves, they're talking to experiencers. There's like these 4,000
And government can't control that.
They can't control that.
The 2 things that I remember most about that particular trip to the moon was the work that I did where they had me operate some kind of electromagnetic excavation equipment. When I was outside, like doing the excavation, I would catch glimpses of extraterrestrials, and the ones I remember were very, very tall and willowy. I'm not sure what species or race they were, but it was one of them that I found out in a later hypnosis session that may have helped me get out of that situation.
One of the ways that myth is understood in India, and you're right, there's no good English word for it, although Joseph Campbell, of course, has done extraordinary work in explaining the way in which myth is reality. You know, that myth, Campbell and, of course, Carl Jung, understood that certain kinds of truths cannot be communicated in ordinary visual terms or in ordinary words because they exist at a much subtler level.